Good day, everyone. My name is Awa Abigail Kiamoto, and our group, which is Group 1, is excited to present to you about the various stages of research writing. With me are my fellow group members being
Amanda Mape, Precious Kapas,
Maimokuto,
Kidinuma Paken, Karen Utilatawana.
Thank you. Firstly, we have our table of contents, which is a clear organization of how our presentation will be presented to you. We're going to start with the introduction of the whole presentation, the topic, introduction, research problem, objectives, hypothesis, literature review, research design, discussion, conclusion, recommendations, conclusion of the whole topic, and the references. Research writing is a critical skill that is used by college students to be able to understand the subject, develop critical thinking, and research on various topics. Our presentation today will be diving into the various steps that are carried out during research writing, fully explaining why each research stage is relevant and how it contributes to the final research process.
I'll be taking you through the first stage of research writing, which is topic. A research topic is a broad area or specific issue. Researcher studies to guide the whole project. A good foundation of a research helps readers to stay focused and ensuring that the research is in the right direction. According to Prosky 2013, a good knowledge of research topic helps reduce confusion, defines a scope, and provides a clear logical structure of the research.
The second stage of a research writing is an introduction. I'm going to explain what an introduction is. First of all, an introduction is the starting point of a research process. It contains the background information, the research topic. It explains why the research topic matters. A good introduction grants a reader's attention, and it also summarizes the whole project. According to some range in 2002, an introduction sometimes also serves to persuade to show that this work is important, novel, or relevant. This can include claims, justification of methodology, and relevance to the real-world issues. Research problem. It is the subject of research writing. A research problem is an issue that the researcher wants to study or investigate about. Identifying a research problem helps the researcher to be able to build a plan or foundation on how to carry out the study. It provides the researcher with the structure that helps him or her to be able to build a plan or foundation that keeps them focused on the study they are investigating about. According to coursework 2018, this is a specific issue that requires a systematic investigation to solve. It acts as a foundation for a research as it helps provide direction of the research. Objectives are statements that show what the researcher aims on researching or studying about. Elements used when formulating research objectives are: 1. Specific. The researcher has to be understandable. 2. Measurable. 3. Attainable. The researcher must research something that he or she will be able to do. 4. Realistic. The research must be in a time zone you can do the research. And the last one is time-bound. These elements are referred to as SMART.
A hypothesis is an educational guess that can be tested or proven. It helps to keep the research on track and allows researchers to test their ideas. According to Norman 2014, hypothesis helps researchers to focus on the study they are making their research on. A hypothesis is also a powerful tool for advancing knowledge as it allows researchers to test their ideas and help them to refine their understanding of the world. A well-crafted hypothesis helps clarify research questions and validate assumptions. Literature review. A literature review is a comprehensive summary and analysis of existing research on a topic. It helps to understand what's already known and helps to identify gaps for the future research. A literature review provides a comprehensive overview of literature related to a theory and synthesis prior studies to strengthen the foundation of knowledge by Paul and Ralph 2020. The main purpose of a literature review is to critically analyze the present literature in order to get a future research agenda based on the findings.
Research design. A research design is a structured framework that guides collection and analysis information of a research process. It is important because it works like a blueprint. It gives a clear plan to follow from the beginning until the end of the research process. It ensures that your information is valid, reliable, and efficient.
Discussion. Discussion can be viewed as the main part of research writing. The discussion section of the research paper explains the significance of the study's results and their contribution to the field. It helps readers clearly understand the findings and serves as the paper's closing argument. According to Annals 2010, a strong discussions give the research a meaningful and impactful conclusion.
I will be taking you through the conclusions and the recommendations. A conclusion in research writing is the final section that summarizes the key findings and the importance of a research. According to coursework 2018. According to SUDA 2025, a good conclusion should have 5 characteristics. Firstly, being the tense, meaning that your conclusion should always be in past tense. Secondly, being the vocabulary, using words such as to summarize or in conclusion to show that indeed that your conclusion is the end of your research. Thirdly, being the content. Fourthly, being the organization. And last but not least, being the cohesion, meaning that your conclusion should have a connection. Next up, we'll go into the recommendations. According to Quarterly 2004, recommendations are suggested solutions based on research findings. They are obtained from the research findings and the conclusion. The main purpose of recommendations is to bridge a gap between the real life and the research, and most importantly, it is to suggest a practical solution. In conclusion, this research has shown that during research writing, there are various stages taken such as introduction, discussion, literature review, and many more. By defining each of these stages, we found each stage's importance and purpose in research writing. Understanding these stages is key of creating a good and well-detailed research paper. Thank you. This is our reference list, meaning that these are the journals and articles that we used to attain the information. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.